Blub blub everyone! Welcome back to Surviving Mars Relaunched. We're still playing Japan and are just, well, not quite out of the crisis of electronics, but we're at least stabilizing, which is kinda good. And we also got our mystery, which is the Netsky LLC mystery. I have no idea what that does. AI project number 6, how very topical. How very topical, where more and more game companies are going full AI, whatever that means, because it doesn't seem viable, but, you know. Whatever floats their boat, I guess. Good stuff. I mean, that would explain why there are so many bugs in this game, if they did that too, but I doubt they did. Puree Chaos? Terra Sabea? Sabea? Nia Chaos? Arabia Terra? I mean, it's weird that that one is cancelled because we're not servicing any of these, but sure. I think Arabia Terra, yeah, and Arcadia Planitia, those are, Planitia, are all pieces of land on Mars. I don't know some of them, all these Chaos ones are not, I'm not familiar with. Maybe they're just, yeah. But Arcadia Planitia actually exists on Mars. It is a named place that we named. Not we, but, you know, humanity. It's probably written wrong to confuse invaders. Yes, that's how that works. The Mars attacks. I mean, they might happen depending on how we handle our independence. And if we declare Earth an enemy, we might even invade them. I have no clue. Maybe we have Earth invaders that try to murder us then. Who knows? Whatever. We're gonna see, I guess. Damn, these drones are so good. The drone swarm is unleashed. But the plan for today is hopefully to do the mystery, but first we need to do, you know, we need to get somewhere. Today we learned that an upstanding member of our community has been a spy since the day they arrived on Mars. How dare you? And you're a senior, shoot him. While he... triple his financial support. While, that he has to give to us for some reason. While Hiroto Nakamura was not employed by a rival colony, they did send all info stolen to a third-party intelligence gathering firm on Earth, which in turn most probably sold the information to anyone interested. A legal process on Earth will likely win us reparations from rivals who took advantage of the firm's services, but with Hiroto Nakamura being a respected and senior colonist of ours, this can have devastating effects on our colony's morale. Limit all access they have to sensitive material and let them live out their days peacefully, or losing standing with colonies for $1 billion. And all colonists lose morale. Will we go for money, or will we go for colonist morale? I think we're just going for morale. You know what? I would love a separate one, a third option. Make them work in the mines for what they did. Spies work out their life in the mines. That's how it goes, right? At least that's how I want it to go. Has to happen. Yeah, this is kind of sad. Wasting a lot of materials there and they're not using it. They will use it for this, because this is not in the... Well, we might place it not in the reach. Which will be better. This is not... We need a full one. And this is also kind of bad that we are using heavy workload, but... I don't see another way right now to at least stabilize. We're not quite stabilized yet. Hello. My girlfriend came in. No coal mines to send spies to? Well, we have We have a mine right here, you know, rare metals extractor. Well, where they could, you know, work their debt off. So, why is that not good enough? I find that good enough. Ooh, we're burning through this? Oh, no, 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 no. The thing is, and I don't think we need that anymore. We are still putting it here. And that's not what we want. We want all our rare metals down here now. Build a naturalist habitat. I did that. Shut up. Stupid factions. And this is a bad faction for us because it increases global tensions, whatever that means. I don't even know how to see global tensions. It might be global, it might be tensions with our guys here, which, okay, then they will try to murder us and steal from us. Project Steed. Can we send an expedition? No. Our rocket is on Earth. We could use that for more... Yeah, I think we do. I think I wanted even to do that. I wanted to get like 20 and like 20. Oh, let's go a little bit higher there as well. And just fill the rest with polymers. Why? Because we can. Wait. Auto-clicker button. Works. Just because we can. We can't trust spies around rare metals. They could steal them. How? They can't get off this planet if we don't want to. They're senior. They can barely carry them. But they can definitely mine them. A new faction has been created. What? Free love? No. What? I mean, yes, that's basically how we make children on Mars. Because there are so few people, every woman needs to give birth whenever she can. That's how it works. It's sad, it's a sad state of affairs, but that's how it works. My god, they have one seed and try to tell us something? God damn it. Playgrounds and domes, nurseries and domes, okay. So they're the heavy bangers. Let's call them that. But what we could do, I'm not sure I want to do that in this dome. A mega dome would be so much better for children's stuff. If we could just find them.
Assembly session open.
What can we have here? Shift optimization. Yeah, I'm not sure what to use here. I'm usually gonna use triple shifts. I don't think I care right now. Let's go down here further. To have a way to deal with our renegades at some point. This should probably be a sanatorium spire. I'm definitely not gonna start the mystery right now. This is not gonna be a dome for science. There could be one down here, which would be kind of fine. Or here, which is also interesting because of this, which is full of rare metals, which is kind of nice. This would be disconnected though and would need another station. And this is also just an emergency station. I want to replace that station. And this one. With a bigger one. Spies are very sneaky. Indeed they are. I mean, otherwise they wouldn't be spies. Strange could just build artificial wombs in laboratories and grow humans much more efficient. No, it's not more efficient. It's actually very inefficient to do that. To grow in laboratories. We can't really do that efficiently. Yet. And also, in this situation, in a colony situation, that would be so inefficient. I mean, yes, now we have electricity coming out of our bums. But that is not what the electricity is for, you know? Why, if you have perfectly healthy humans who can do that for free? And all they need is a bit more nutrients, which we need anyway. Because even then you would need nutrients of some kind to do that. It's not efficient. I mean, okay. A pregnant woman couldn't work as much. Sure. It would give us the efficiency there. Would that efficiency... I mean, and with this electricity network, it might be a better choice. But is it really efficient, you know? What is more efficient, the natural way or the non-natural way? I would still say the natural way is more efficient. In general, but for our situation and all the opportunity loss that brings, it might be better if the women work. True. And especially since most of our people are now Martians and get even better results, better productivity out of that. That might, you know, make up for it, which would be kind of nice. Yeah, we're producing enough for those for now. I don't know why I always hit that stupid F button, but I do. If I press home, the camera fixes itself. There it is. Good. To the standard way. All of this is nice. We have a lot of botanists working our food. That is really good. I might want another food production in here. A, to diversify my sources of food, and B, food production increases comfort because of one technology that we have. Food production through a farm, that is. Farms increase comfort. Do we have a Hawking Institute up here? No, we don't, but we really want to because that's the only reason for this dome to exist. So, let's have a normal... Oh my god, the pink. I wish I could change the color palette. Don't know why I can't. And here I can't either. I can just change the dome, make that a Stellaris dome. That's kind of fun that I got the Stellaris thing in here too. I mean, now everyone definitely has that, but it's kind of fun. I love the Stellaris domes. They're cool. Is there health risks with childbirth in game? No, I don't think so. At least not if you have an infirmary that is working. I don't think you do have health risks there. And generally, this game omits diseases very much. It even says in some events, oh, diseases are a thing. I had an event about the... Oh, no, we had that. We had that yesterday. The event with the stranger, with the sick stranger, where they said, "Oh, diseases are not common anymore." So it's weird that this guy has a strange disease that we can't do anything with. You know, that we can't cure in any way whatsoever. So the game basically kind of omits diseases, although not really because they do exist. But it's just a common cold or something. Who cares? Nothing like that would hit our colonies, which is good. If the Black Death would come out here and you're not prepared with enough infirmaries or stuff, that would be the death of this colony for sure. Also a very big risk for humans in space, because we all have some kind of viruses and other diseases living in us at any point in time. Like about every human, like about 90% or 95% of humanity is infected with the lung pest? What's it called? I forgot the actual name of it, but you know what I mean, you know? With the bacterium that causes, you know, the Black Death in lungs. But it's not coming out because usually your immune system suppresses that. But if your immune system goes down the drain, which happens in space very often, we can see that on astronauts all the time. They have like virus infections coming out and stuff, and it's really nasty. On the ISS, for example. It might be a problem here too, that diseases that we don't even care about because they never ever emerge, really, come out here because the immune system is so suppressed in this situation and you're so stressed and stuff. Media entertainment centers are more effective. I mean, we don't have them, but let's prepare that law and see what comes after. I'm just going to prepare some stuff. I'm not going to choose anything right now, I think. But this could be a good dome. Giving us access here, which we don't need through a dome anymore, which is kind of nice. But still, having that research boost, having a full research dome down here as well. We could still build a research thing in here that doesn't, you know, is not bad. It just needs a lot of people. Oasis. No spectrographic traces of water could prepare us for the breathtaking sight. Amidst the red dunes, a tiny pond of liquid water was shimmering under the bleak sun. We rubbed our eyes, but no, we weren't seeing mirages. By some weird quirk of physics, the tiny pond was there, right before our eyes. After the initial excitement has passed, we need to make an important decision. We could extract the water and conduct research, which is a lot of research. We could leave it pristine, we get tourists, I don't give a shit. Hydroengineer, this confirms an old hypothesis of mine. Water reclamation spice will cost 50% less, that's kinda nice. Or ecologist, find a way to conduct research without harming the site. This would be my preferred one for sure. I don't care about tourists, and I only have that choice otherwise, so it's just bang smack in the middle of my science. So that's kind of nice, because that almost finishes this. Nice little event there. But yeah, it would maybe be nice if they would put in diseases, you know, that you have to deal with. Would make the game considerably harder. But that's not a bad thing, necessarily. Would it make it more annoying? Might. It might make it more annoying. Which is not the greatest. Also, I just increased our maintenance by a lot by building this. But for now, I hope that is fine. We just need more people. All the time. With 200 people, we would maybe be fine right now. And I might even need to put in more buildings for them to live. And let's just make that happen. With another smart apartment, I think. Or we could have a smart complex which is much better for comfort. And just make them breed. I think it's time for the breed. I'm gonna switch this out with a smart apartment at some point. But we still need a bit more. Okay, so that was that event, by the way. The rocket gave us that. And therefore nothing is left here. We could try and steal some shit from these other dudes. Like get more tech or something, or more drones. Would be kinda nice. We could also contact them and talk to them. I mean, if we... I don't know, let's talk to Paradox. And then we could trade, exchange technologies, request resources, blah, blah, blah. Our standing is good. Could we do a trade? We will send 50 for food. No, not necessary. What is your trade? 50 food for 29 metals. Not sexy. No. That's actually a deal. Look at that interesting deal. So we could send 50 food here for 25 metals, or 29 metals. If we could do that deal twice, we would already come out ahead for this deal. So we could get more food first, and then get the metals back with 100 of that. And that would actually be interesting. And we could get even more food here. So if we wanted food, we could actually make that happen. Or metals. We could just, you know, make a trade network there. But why? Doesn't matter. We have metals, we have food. I don't think we need that. Could I... Who's the one who likes me the most? They all don't like me at all. Good. Can I request basic resource, advanced resource? Advanced? Nope. Okay, they could help with something. No one can help with the resources that matter, you know. That's why I don't care about these. Next time I will play without them, just because I don't give a shit. I don't want to care about them in any way whatsoever. They can't help me with the stuff I need anyway. Could I exchange some tech? The Martian Network for Water Reclamation. Yeah, no. That is disgustingly bullshit. Water reclamation. Where's my... No, that's not water reclamation. Where's water reclamation? This is the Martian Network. So that costs me 16,000. Well, that would have costed me 16,000 research. Where's water reclamation? Don't I have that already? But it's not on the same level, so I would lose out on... I would give them basically free research for that. And I don't... No, I'm not gonna do that. I think I have water reclamation. I was thinking, don't I have that? I don't see it in here. This is Hanging Gardens, it's not water reclamation. It's just more comfort. I really want the domes with 2 spires. Then spires become very interesting. Otherwise, they're just... eh. We definitely want to get the Martian festivals at some point. Those are interesting. Yeah, I don't even see... Oh, there it is. Isn't that water reclamation? Wait. Holographic scanning. What's water reclamation then? I don't even know. Underground and asteroids is something where we should go as well, but we don't have enough people to split us between the underground and the above ground, because that needs more people, which is disgusting. Yeah, I don't care for that stupid tech. We'll get there. We're fine. This I want to change into a tunnel here. For sure. But we'll do that when we switch these out, which will cost a lot of machine parts. I want at least 150 to do that. But I want to upgrade this because I want another one up here, big station. And then I want to connect that station here, but I still want 2 open spots. Because you only get up to 2 lines. And these 2 lines could be 4 networks. 2 to the left and 2 to the right. And I want that. Oh god, this is all bots. Go away. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you, Turbo Hamster. Homeless. Where do we have homeless? How are you homeless? I mean, there are perfect... Look at that. Now you're not homeless. See how easy it is? You just move. I think we bring that back to Earth. Once we have a lot of rare metals on hand, we might even get rid of some and just sell them on Earth. But I want a steady flow of electronics, and we still can't manage to get that up. We need more babies. We're not getting enough births right now again. Even though we have perfect comfort here, well, not perfect. This is perfect. Look at all these medics giving us amazing performances. We could also boost that. It gives you another 20 performance, so 10 per person. It's not bad. But that costs them health and sanity, which I do not want to spend aggressively, I think. Oh wow, we're through our people. That's not good. That's really not that great. Why have you been destroyed? Interesting. Yeah, that's kind of weird. And we don't have one down here. We could put that in. We have a prefab, so we don't need to put in the initial cost, but it costs me 3 per maintenance cycle. Yeah, look at that. We're already at 3 because of the Hawking Institute, which we do need. Additional benefits for the Martian University. That is good. 500% faster is disgusting. I like this one too. Gives you more research just for every graduate. But 500% faster is ridiculous. I want this law. Didn't even remember that is in. What do we think about cloning? I think you mentioned that clones live just half as long as humans. Yes, clones live half as long, but can make normal Martian babies. Weirdly, at least that's what I've read, and it did work in my other playthrough. The problem is, you drown in seniors with clones. at some point, you know? Your population, because of the increased half-life and how you spam clones, it's not that great. Yes, we would probably be at 300 people right now with clones. If we could fill the cloning bay with, like, I think it's 6 people per shift 3 times, so 18 medics is what you need. We would actually explode in colonists, but it's not ideal. Also, we don't have the tech. We have biorobots though, but we do not have cloning. I didn't choose that here. We had it multiple times as a choice, but I always forwent it. I fermented it every time. Yeah, that's English, for sure. We have some good water stored, that's nice. We will need more though, down here. That's also why I want a tunnel, because I want to connect both networks, which I can't right now. Well, I could with another abomination like this. But, fermented clones. Don't you like your human beer? I definitely do. Disgusting. And the problem is we just have to wait. Just have to wait for more people. That's the only thing. All children should automatically be ferried into this dome. We could even force that, actually. I think we did. No, we didn't. So I definitely want all children here. But we only have 6, so... But now, even children down here will be ferried into this dome. 100% chance. And then they can be schooled. And also get their playtime in, which is really good for them. There's a lot of service comfort. Even though this looks extremely boring. But I guess they enjoy it. Build a playground in Misthaven 1. No. No, I don't want to. Okay, the other one dropped completely off. The one that was a problem. That's really good. That is really good. I could build stuff for children in here. I could. But I want the Megadome for that, because there's a lot of space there that I cannot fill with other stuff anyway, you know? And having a school there, another 1 or 2 child places. Actually, only 1 is necessary. And then some playgrounds, you know, it would be fine. Yummy yum. I might have to pay for more electronics, which sucks, because we can't fill this up. I can get the factory eye though, which definitely makes sense. Now that we have that, 20% extra production, and I should probably have that here too. Because this is a one-time expense, always. And that's disgustingly good. Here as well, 25% production, 0 space computing, damn baby. See, this is not good. We don't want seniors to split really, so we don't need this right now. It's another maintenance problem. And I don't have the money for more. Which is quite annoying. Could get some drones if I wanted to. And by that I mean 1. Oh my goodness. The stupid bots today. Some good mining technology school for gifted kids. No. You can't. The school here is just for trades. It's just so they grow up with trades. Like Survivor. Which will make them lose only... Well... Not as much food, water, not as much health when they don't have food, water, and oxygen. Also composed, so sanity losses are halved, and nerd for morale boost every time a technology is researched. At some point, I think we'll take nerd away and go for the increased performance boost, which is much better. Unfortunately, this doesn't have an auto function as well.
Session open.
Red tape reduction. Ministers and Earth embassies employ less workers. Yeah, but no, actually this is just a thing. There's no cost involved. Is here cost involved? No. We don't... The problem is we have a lot of university space right now, and that confuses me. We don't even have that many people to train. So 500% doesn't seem as viable. Just because we're not banging enough. For some reason this stalled a little bit. And I don't know why. Might that be because I restarted the game now since yesterday? Because yesterday we had no problem. The children were coming. Maybe we have to get more people again. Just ferry some more in. Which is why I'm not that keen right now on going for 500% learning. You can't rush a soul into knowing who they are. You think that, but you could indoctrinate them. So at some point we only have one faction, the one we like, or more or less one. I mean, let's just unlock more until we decide. Check out Gary's tubes. Oh yeah, my tubes. They're the best. The best tubes there are. For sure. 100% chance. We need to have some more of these. Until we burn everything and then it's fine. I could go into terraforming right now. I mean, not that we have the electronics for that. Which is a little scary. I'm now kinda regretting that I didn't go for the 1 billion. Also, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to heavily incentivize this. And don't care about the consequences. Because we really need to get ahead of this. We really do. Yes, the faction dislikes that. Who cares? I could even... Yeah, I could limit these jobs. I'd rather limit these and have more people in the medics bay, I think. That's better. We also could have a landing pad down here, so I don't have to go up there all the time. But we don't even have a drone commander and anything. And then we have to... And this is our central storage area, I think. I mean, this is more central, actually. Maybe we should build our central storage down here. Instead. And ferry everything down. Because this is a more central place. I really want to get rid of that dome at some point as well. Maybe both of them. And just have mediums and mostly giant mega domes. Also, I would like to see in an easier way, like an overlay or something, how many berths are in what dome. You know, so I could just skim this and see, oh, this has a lot of berths, or this one has a lot of berths, this one has almost no berths. So I can act accordingly, you know. Anything going on? Nothing going on. Maybe we could do some of these for money. The problem is they need a lot of shit. Like 30 electronics. Yeah, sure. Sure, guy. Sure. Let's just send you back and bring more people. I think that's what we need. We're slowly gaining. And we are reducing the Earthborn and getting more Martianborn. Just reducing them by, you know, them becoming seniors and dying. So that's kind of nice. This looks so good and disgusting. And this is so pristine and beautiful. But look at that. These solar panels would never work. Do you know how hard the drop-off is if there is a little shadow on a solar panel? With this, you would not get anything out of this anymore. Like 0.004% or something. If anything. Just having a shadow here reduces that output by 30%. It's ridiculous. Solar panels are so fragile in terms of their output. I don't want to make it. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna make a playground because polymers are free for us, and I'm just gonna get rid of that again. So just to keep him happy. I hope that doesn't make people go towards that faction. That's the only thing I'm thinking I don't want. There you go, that should make you happy. There we are, faction likes, beautiful. And now I'm just gonna get rid of that and we're good. It's just basically milling some resources for us. It's not great, but... So our output should be high enough so we're actually gaining now. And we have enough people, it seems. I mean, maybe we're missing some up here now. Yeah, we do. But this is not a baby dome anyway. I'd still like there to be some people in the grocery, but... as long as we have a diner, that's also fine. They can feed themselves. Also, they can use the stuff here. I actually wouldn't even need these. I just put them in for emergency reasons. But they can go into the next dome and even the next dome over and get their stuff. There's also a mod for a hub where you can put a hub here and then connect every dome to the hub and they can access all the domes. Which is kind of nice, and you can just build in a circle or something. I also could make this prettier and build in a certain constellation, you know, that looks more pleasing. But I like this actually more because this looks more organic, you know. More like it would be in real life. We're just dealing with the situation instead of making pretty buildings. Because that is a luxury that shouldn't be available right now to us. Or at any point, maybe. I want to deal with renegades. You can deal in 3 different ways. You can deport them, which is bad because we're losing pops. We can crack down on them. So security buildings, including in connected domes, stop the generation of renegades, which is kind of nice. Or we could just reform them in the sanatorium. The last 2 are something we probably want. Ooh, we could go for a security building here, but not now. I need these people in here. But you know, crackdown is just stopping the generation. So any connected domes at least need one of the security stations that is manned. And we even have like 2 here, right? No, we have only 1. But this would stop them from forming here, which is probably better than using time for the or wasting time for the sanatorium. But that would also unlock... Oh, cool, we got some drones. That's kind of nice. Should we put them here? No, I think we should put them up here. Like there. We got that from the Earth Embassy. Because we told them they should send us more drones whenever this hits. Here. We're getting a free supply pod with drones. Which is good, because that was like 5 drones. Which is worth 5 electronics. So we got 5 electronics for free, basically. Which is... 100 million? It's kind of nice. Need to have some mechanism that tilts the panels more towards the sun. Yes, this is completely inefficient for sure. You're basically wasting like... What is it? Like 40% energy at least? But that's why these guys follow the sun. There is a really cool wonder in here, which is an artificial sun. And once that is powered up, it eats water first, because it needs hydrogen, artificial sun. But you can put solar panels around it. And I think the sun itself generates some energy. But also all the solar panels around it will do that. And that for 24/7. So you basically have an infinite solar energy generator. Which, since it's an artificial sun, will never stop working. Because once the reaction starts, it runs for millennia. So... And even if it would stop, you just put more water in and it's fine. You just restart it and it would be good. So, that's a pretty cool one. Not the one I would wish for right now. I would wish for Project Mohole that we could do that, but it would take too long. There it is, Project Mohole. Project Mohole gives you metals, rare metals, waste rock, without the need of a deposit, while heating the surrounding area. It even heats the planet, which is kind of nice. But that wouldn't help us really right now. It would help us in terms of, okay, we get infinite metals and rare metals, which is kind of nice. Also, this could help us with better rare metal production. But look at what it costs. And also, that's not our problem. Our problem is that we can't make them into electronics right now. That we need to get ahead in that regard. This is also not cool. Yeah, let's get more applicants and see. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just get a good spread. And I'm just gonna get some more applicants. It's just we have a people problem. That's just human resources is not doing enough. It's so disgusting, actually, human resources, that it's actually... It is not there to help you as a worker, it's only there to help the corporation against you. So disgusting. We have 5 children. We need to get that up. There should always be people in here. A full amount of people with amazing comfort. I mean, can I even... I don't like that. I want to see more data about how likely it is to get children in each dome. There must be something like that, right? If I look at the domes, it's just policies. Who cares? Oh, it even says how many are linked. Interesting. Does that mean that these two who are linked to this one are only linked to this one and not to each other? That's kind of interesting. So we see a general... Where's the comfort? Is that the comfort? So this is our baby making dome, and this is the dome next to it. So these two have really, really high comfort and should churn out babies. Also, there's no tooltip here, which is kind of sad. So I would need to go to one of you dudes. Give me one. There. And would need to know health, sanity, comfort, morale. Okay. Health, sanity, comfort, morale. But it's so obtruse, you know? It's so opaque. I want that to be clearer. So this is just health and sanity. Who cares about sanity? We want comfort. And comfort is over 70 in these domes. That should be baby making heaven. Right now. Look at that. 50, it even says here, 55 is the comfort. And there are a lot of females who want children and males who want children. I think, though, stupid as it is, there is a pairing system. You need a male and a female, and they stay together for some reason. Which is not how it should be, and not how reality would work. In reality, it would be orgies. All the time, just to make more. Because you need to actually get to a working population there. You would need to churn out children. Which is quite disgusting to me, but, you know, that's how it would be. It's the only chance you have. Only 29 children. Is that for the whole lifetime of the dome? Only 46 and only 29? Ooh, that's kind of bad. 55 comfort. So this is already reduced, by the way. Look at this. This one doesn't have a working infirmary right now, and it needs 70 comfort. So every single one of these, literally everyone should churn out children. 3 out of 4 domes, from what I can tell. Do we see a graph about children? It's the only thing I care about right now. Rest doesn't really make a difference. No. Just colonists. Cool. Useless to me. But I shouldn't even have to go into this. This is nice if you want more detail maybe or something. But I should be able to see that by just looking at this. Can I see that here? Okay, okay, it's in the tooltip. Fine. But this is definitely our baby making dome, but this was the one that is here the longest as well. And this one also produces a lot of children, but they're still not producing enough. And we... Yeah, I wish I could research that. And we need to change that. Martian festivals, 15,000. It's just not in the cards right now. We need more research income for something like that. And this will be the tech that we need for our central storage area. And yeah, maybe we'll put that down here. Could be something. I still would need a better train station here though. Sounds like cloning is required. Need to have some mechanisms that tilt the panels. Cloning is required in early game to have some sort of supplemental population. No, it's not required. It really helps. But you can definitely get exponential growth just without it. There's also Phoenix Protocol, which is a breakthrough, which makes the seniors that die have a 50% chance to be reborn. So if you don't lose as many people, you also gain more people, because any gain is worth more. You know, it's you just get that exponential curve much quicker. And the exponential curve will bite us in the bum at some point, because we'll just overflow with people. Renegades, gears of crime. Our factories have begun eating up a lot of electricity. A short investigation to the matter has revealed that a renegade engineer has actively been sabotaging repair parts used in the maintenance of these factories. Citing the bad conditions and contempt they feel for the leadership of the colony as reasons for their behavior, they thought that sabotaging the mission would somehow advance their cause. Which is idiotic, because it just kills them. Great stuff. All factories have been closed for repairs. Oh, that is dangerous. That is really dangerous.
Session open.
Although it's just machine parts, and as you can see now we're actually gaining a lot. But okay, it is the right shift for this. It's not the good shift. So we already produced our electronics, which is fine. This is bad. This is why we have 70 comfort necessary for children. Oh, you're back? Why are you back? God damn it. But yeah, getting down, getting the renegades down could be fine. I'm gonna do a crackdown.
Vote passed.
And just stop them from generating. Since we don't have Rebel Yell, which is a game rule, I think that actually works. I think Rebel Yell would stop that from working. Or just, you know, make them spawn anyway. And then it's just, yeah, get the sanatorium and just get rid of the renegade trade. But at the moment we want to suppress them, and once we suppress them we want to that they can't spawn, and then we just wait until all the renegades we have become seniors and die, and then it's fine. Fixing the problem just, you know, immediately that way. We will need some space here for the next dome. This will be another baby dome, I think, a real baby dome. So, it would be nice to put this here. Because we'll probably put that there. Let's put that here, just so we have all the spaces left for the tunnel. Because we don't know which tile will be used by the tunnel. I don't like that you broke down. And I can't move you, so I have to use... well, yeah, I'm gonna use you real quick. To fix you up. Let's send them back and bring more humans. We need that exponential curve, and I should have done that a little bit earlier, but we had to fix our electronics problem. We still do. So I actually need a second shift now going. That will also be overloaded, heavy workload. Problem is we don't have enough space in... we do actually. Oh, they need so many. I wish we could skim 2 off every shift. It would be so nice. Yeah, and now everyone is going in there and we don't have enough people anymore. Good stuff. That's a problem because this is prioritized. But we already have more in here than we had before. That's why we're making more. And this is now... This will be good enough if we can keep that up. But we need some services in here. Desperately. So I need to prioritize at least the grocer and at least the infirmary and make it, you know, only half a shift. Because these should make babies too. That's why I have the good living complexes here, which also give a lot more comfort. Although they're not really good. I want the smart homes, once we can have them. Okay, you fixed it. That means you can go here again and fix all of this stuff up. I'm not sure why you are orphaned. Just go to your boy. You shouldn't have been orphaned. But this is a good space for another... dome. Let's clear this area for that said dome. And this nerd pole here is just for reach. Because now they can actually instantly work on that. And use this waste rock here to fill this up, take the other excess away. Easy stuff. Sad that we're filling this up. It's a beautiful feature, but... We got a death, let me guess. Yes, you suffocated yourself because you're an idiot. And you're actually a specialist, which is really bad. We have so much left here. Do I have enough? I have enough, right? I do. Go away. No more rare metals for a second, and we'll just rebuild this shit. I don't care that you're ruining these. That doesn't matter to me. Because it's just cement. More cement drain, whatever. Doesn't really make a difference to me. Look at that. We have only 3 maintenance in concrete. Same for you. But you need to be out of the... Oops. Out of the dome area. So that doesn't happen anymore. So you're actually going here. Actually 2 will be not enough for both of these. So let's just do this one. I think that should connect. Atomic accumulator. Ooh, that's nice.
Session open.
Because it costs double of the maintenance and more resources, but it also stores a lot more power. It just is very slow in accumulating the energy. But this could be really useful in a pinch. Let's have one here. And let's have one more about here-ish, I guess. And here we could get dictatorship. Political tension is no longer generated. Automatically revoked if more than 10% of the population become renegades. Single party law must be active. Consulting law must be active. Which is weird because consulting law doesn't let you enact it. Consulting law means that you can only enact this once there is a crisis. Which is weird. But we're not going to go the dictatorship route. I'm actually very happy with the democracy that we have. Let's go and just prepare some stuff and see what we find. So you would need some evil dictatorship enacting some Ministry of Procreation. That would actually be very interesting. Talking about ministries, I haven't used those yet, but they exist somewhere here. Politics. Ministry of Economy and Industry of IA. Whatever that is. Ministry of R&E. Research and Endeavors or what? Okay. Ministry of Technology, Culture, Media Center, Detainment Center. And they only cost concrete and maintenance. That's kind of huge. Do they need to be in domes? I think they... Yeah. Yeah, requires a dome. Interesting. That's also something for a mega dome, I think. But they cost only shit to maintain, which is kind of really nice. A really nice change of pace. We want all of those, but we need a megadome for that, I think. I'm not even sure we see them yet. No, the megadome must be down here, which is so costly. That is very annoying. That is so annoying. Well then churn out something cheap, like compact passenger module. Cheap-ish. It's not really cheap. The farm automation will help us, but I still gonna push that back a bit. Faster trains will be nice. Okay. Both give me that upgrade. Unfortunately, I lost that upgrade there, but whatever. They will be able to work this, and we just need to wait for this to fill. And we do have some until that goes up again. You know, we do have some rare metals. That's fine. 2 shifts going. We are bringing more passengers. We don't have more people available. We're running out of applicants, and that's also a problem. You know, gambling is automatically fulfilled, so I don't have to care. I mean, they could break. 50% chance to lose sanity. But they cannot visit a casino, so... That's nice. Maybe this doesn't matter then. We only have 10. We need 12. We only have 37 more applicants. It's not good. I don't want idiots. Idiots are very costly. If a workplace malfunctions, means you need to maintain it again, which is very dumb. I don't know. I don't know what I want. Yeah, I don't want tourists. Because tourists are temporary and don't work, so why would I want those? I guess a chronic condition is fine. The problem is we're losing people as well because of health issues, because we're dying all the time. That takes people out of the applicant pool. Sure, let's take cowards, whatever. Whoever that is, doesn't matter. Bring him. We need peeps. And more peeps means more potential births, so it's not bad to have more of them. Oh, where did I build this? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I built this completely in the wrong place. Needs to be here. That's better. I don't enjoy having politically motivated builds and stuff. That doesn't make sense. I should only... It should only need... Oh, we have deep scanning. That's kind of nice. I should only be building stuff that I actually need, you know? Because this is a survival situation, not a political bullshit situation. So this should work now. Why doesn't this work? Because it's not in this range? That would be bad. That would be really shit, actually. No, it can't be. You know why? Because we don't have shuttles. We just need a shuttle. Let's say we're... Oh, God. Okay, that is a dangerous area that we are in here, so this dome will be in quite a bit of danger. But let's say this will be our central storage. And we'll just do that... Okay, that's not what I wanted. We'll just do that up here, the central storage area. So, I'm gonna put a... Although I didn't want the shuttles to ferry humans around. Damn it. That this is outside of this area is really dumb. Well, I'm still learning this, of course. This is very new. So that's my excuse. What's yours? Here. We want a shuttle hub. We'll just put that right there. And we want for that shuttle hub, for now, a fuel depot. Because they eat fuel. And also eat electronics, unfortunately, but what can you do? We need this, finally. And then we need to tell them, yeah, ferry people too. Or maybe at the moment only ferry people, but... That also means I need to move my landing pads down here. Let's just put them here and here. And that will also we need a drone commander soon. There you go. And they should ferry people here now. We only have 3. That's one shuttle, 3 electronics? That's disgusting. Now we need to wait. No, it's just... They will be overworked for a while. I really hope they bring people here. We're still not gaining enough electronics. And once this... If this is not working anymore, we will not gain any anymore, which sucks. Okay, that's good. That's one. Well, I guess we have one worker now. Hello, my friend. He probably ran in one of these dust storms and one of these dust devils, I think they're called. Not great for him, but it's fine. And by now we're losing a bit of metals. We have a big buffer, so I don't need to care right now. Because it will cost me stuff, and I don't want it to cost me stuff right now. Ministries and the Earth Embassy employ less workers. Well, it should be fewer workers, but yes, I think we want the red tape reduction. Because that means these workers that are working here right now... Yeah, look at that. We're just freed up 3 workers who can now work anywhere else. Like in here, which is really nice. Do we have anything we can do here? No, nothing yet. This will refresh at some point, but not right now. There's also a tech that gives you a one-time refreshment of those. But yeah, I definitely skipped some techs, and yeah, because others are more important right now. Like this one. Remote farming, increased productivity on farms out of dome ranges, which is kind of dumb. So you would basically have a trade hub somewhere where no dome ever will be, and then you have farms there. Why? Because working outside makes people, you know, lose sanity and stuff. Because they're alone. And they don't have access to food and stuff. Well, they do. Of course they do, but it's just, you know... No convenient diner, no nice grocer where you can get food and stuff. You don't see your children. I mean... In this colony, you don't see your children either way, but that's a different thing. Just need to increase the birth rate more and more. And also the Martian bonds are great, because they give you more productivity in everything, essentially. But we are an hour in. I need to put a cut in here for now. Thank you all for watching. Leave me a like if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to sub the channel, really helps, and also hopefully lets you not miss any videos. If you really want to make sure, come to the Discord. I post everything there, and otherwise, if you like Twitch more, visit me on my Twitch site and my Twitch channel, and I see you in the next video. Bloop bloop, everyone.